new here, this is my channel where I like to watch and react and review a variety of stuff related to sci-fi, fantasy, and comic books. Alright, we've reached it, people. Today's video, I am going to be reacting to episode 13 of the third season of The Expanse, and to some of you expert Expanse fans, this is one of the best pieces of science fiction ever put to television. I don't know how much of a judge I can be of that, since my taste in science fiction is not as highly informed as many of you are, but it's okay, you know, that's why I'm here, to learn. Anyway, before I get to press and play on this episode, I gotta cover some basic stuff with you, my viewer, especially if you are new to my channel, so please stick around for a little bit, don't skip ahead. Number one, just in case it missed you, this is a spoiler-filled reaction, spoilers ahead throughout the entire video. If you haven't watched any episodes of The Expanse, this is not the video for you. And number two, it is possible you have come across other older videos on my channel where I was showing video footage and or clips related to the episode. I no longer provide those kinds of reactions that you're probably used to seeing from other major YouTube channels, specifically American residents, and I'm not an American resident, which makes a big difference. Anyway, I don't provide those kinds of reactions anymore. Instead, what I offer is a watch-along experience. I put up whatever I can safely on YouTube for you to follow along with, so you'll see visual tools there for you. And using my vocal cues that I also provide, you can watch along with me, so to speak. However, I do provide an alternate version to all of my reactions of The Expanse, and there's bonus content and extra perks that you can explore. Details about that is in the description box below. And lastly, if you do decide to leave a comment, please start off your comment with no spoilers, followed by a non-spoiler nugget of information that you want to share with me. Otherwise, I'm going to skip past your comment and I'll miss out on what you want to share that is related to this episode specifically, and that is non-spoiler, and that's going to educate me further about the, the wonders of this episode. Okay, so I've covered all the necessary stuff I need to with anybody new to my channel. I am making the safe assumption that you have just already watched my reaction to episode 12, and now you're just like, what is she going to think of episode 13? Well, wait no further, maybe a couple minutes, unless you've already skipped ahead. But here we go, let's go and dive into episode 13, called, I hope I'm saying it right, Abaddon's Gate? I almost said Aladdin's Gate. I never quickly saw it. But okay, it's Abaddon's Gate. Alright. And I'm nervous because, again, a lot of you have been really anticipating my reaction to this season, especially the last, I think, 3 episodes. And I'm not disappointed with what I've seen so far. But I'm going to be honest in saying that I don't feel I've been truly, flabbergasted. And I think it's because I'm not so informed on the minutiae detail that's related to theoretical physics as many of you have claimed, and that's not my strong point. Even though I'm trying to learn where I can and understand where I can, especially when those of you who are kind enough to simplify things for me. So I'm hoping that it's going to turn around for me in this episode, and if you have been watching my reactions, you know that a lot of the time I'll find the most odd things surprising based on my own personal experience on things and my own personal likes, put it that way, personal preferences. Alright, anyway, enough of my babble. Let's get to press and play, shall we? Hello again. Okay, so I'm going to give you a quick overview as to how my watch-along process works here for YouTube. So I'm streaming my episodes from Amazon Prime Video, and it's actually a lot easier for you if you're streaming from the same source so that you can kind of follow along a little bit better, but I don't think it's a big deal one way or the other. I line up right at the beginning, unless I'm told by everybody, skip the recap for whatever reason, but normally I start at 0000. So on the screen, you'll see a cue when I'm going to press play, press pause, press rewind, as well as getting my vocal cue. And I tend to pause for 3 reasons. Number 1, buffering, lagging issues. Number 2, to pause and rewind somewhere in the episode, which is now, it's often more than none. And but the most often for me is number 3, the third reason, which is to have a commentary moment, which kind of helps me slow down a little bit, especially if I get more and more anxious as to what's happening or I'm really confused. I kind of press the brakes on at that moment. So anticipate that being the main reason I will suddenly pause. I'm trying to be a bit better with it. I'm trying to catch those moments where it looks like it's going into a commercial break, like it darkens, and then I'll press pause, but it doesn't always happen. I'm just telling you that right now. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Now, if you have watched previous reactions and you're familiar with this, you'll see that I've tweaked up a bit more the visual layout of the video. That so far is apparently YouTube safe, and I haven't had any problems. Crossing my fingers because YouTube community guidelines can change overnight. And being an international resident as well does make a difference on what they allow you to put up versus U.S. residents. Hence why I understand that it's easier to follow along with people who have video footage and clips they can easily put on the screen without any copyright issues. Anyway, aside from that, I hope whatever I've presented thus far is helpful for you to follow along, but as a reminder, I do provide an alternate version to my reactions with bonus content and extra perks that you can try out for a full 30 days for free. You got nothing to lose. Check out the details in the description box below. But yeah, either way, ready to go? Let's go. Okay, are we ready to count down to play? So I'm lined up at 000. I've got my phone off. I've got some tissue in case the waterworks happen. I just want to do a quick recap for myself what I last saw in episode 12 yesterday. And so we ended off with Ashford making the grand, bold decision to save humanity by destroying the ring using the behemoth's laser beam. That's what I understood. And then we have Holden, who wants to be a part of the solution and somehow save everybody too. I don't know how that's going to happen. It's going to be interesting to see. Melba/Clarissa in the next room overhearing Holden. Wheels look like they were turning in her head to do something too, so I wouldn't be surprised something's going to happen with her. And then we had Drummer with her machine legs. Those are really cool. Terminator Drummer. That's what I'm calling her for now. Then we have, of course, Naomi back with the crew. Amos and Anna, and Amos's interesting fascination with Anna. What else? Alex is there too. So the Rossi is completely deserted for now, so we're not going to focus on that. Everything's now congregated under the behemoth. Yeah, so counting down to play. 3, 2, 1, play. I made sure to have a snack before I press play on this because I once heard my empty belly rumbling during a video record, and I was like, oh my gosh, my microphone picks up a lot. So this is obviously going to change up for season 4. And season 4 is when Amazon picked it up, right? So, Okay, down the rabbit hole I am gone. Behemoth. Livestock 5B. Still talking to Miller? Nor do I. Bobby. Yeah, I gotta remember Bobby's gonna have her little moment too. Probably against the MCRN. Hmm. Look at the dude in the background. He's so stoic. So is Thomas Jane at all in this episode? I guess I didn't look at the credits. Guess not. Of course you do. But it's neat that they let you see it from their perspective, right? He just looks like a nutbag. I like how he says her name, Camina. So, oh shit, are they gonna like go against each other? Cause he's doing an opposite thing here. Of course, Diogo. Diogo's there to do everybody's bidding. Oh shit, okay. Yeah. Oh my gosh. So it now officially is her versus Ashford kind of thing. This is gonna be a bloodbath. This is. And she is good at convincing or talking things through, so. Oh, shit. Just interrupts her like that. Hmm. That's why he brought Anna. That looks so cool, like, as a ride. I like how they set that up. I'm holding you to that, Naomi. Yes, yes, Romeo and Juliet. I hate to say it, but this is the first on-screen couple on a TV show that I actually like. That I don't care for the couple. I don't care for Naomi and Holden as a couple at all. Sorry, but not sorry. Terminator drummer, look at you! That's so neat! I'm looking forward to seeing the behind the scenes, any clips for this episode. That'd be cool. Be careful. So Anna's the key to reaching Amos's humanity. That's what I'm taking. I know which list of people she is on for him. Protect. At least she's honest. Okay. I'm so curious to see Melba in action again. Clarissa. Try to convince that to Ashford. Why doesn't he just go on a call and just say that? You have nothing to lose. Okay, good. There we go. Yeah, take care of that after you get out of it, though. Doesn't he not see that? All right, I gotta pause. 1726. I am surprised that Ashford can't see the reasoning, unless I'm completely misunderstanding it, and, I expect you will let me know in the comments. But what I gather so far in the moment as I'm watching is that he's saying, like, I understand what he's saying, like, other people are going to come and it's going to be a threat anyway. I'm seeing it as like, okay, cool, we get that, but you get everybody out there first, and then you can take measures with however you can to protect the ring from other people trying to be curious and snoopy and get involved with it, whatever. And so I just find it weird that Ashford can't seem to see that clear reasoning that Holden is saying. But I guess that's the point, hence the drama, hence the turmoil. Anyways, it is surprising, that's all. It's really what I want to say. Okay, counting down to play. 3, 2, 1, play. Look at his face. Okay, that answered my question. I was literally going to say he's clouded by ego, and he seems to be clouded by ego. Boy. Okay. I'm going to make the safe assumption that Bobby's not going to be down for that. I never tire of looking at that. It looks so real. Oh! I didn't even realize what they did. Stole their suits. Well, he did say he liked it. Guess that was foreshadowing. That's awkward. What are you gonna do, Clarissa? I know she's planning something. Okay. I'm pretty sure I know what's gonna happen now. Well, not completely, but she's gonna go Hulk again on something. Oh my god, I'm like so giddy with the pleasure to see what she does. I think those two are gonna end up doing something. You know he means it too, Alex. I like this score. That's not too high up. That's true. Oh, he's gotta get a clean shot. I knew these idiots were gonna do something anyway. The choreography is amazing, though. It's gonna... Right, there you go. All right, she's officially Team Rossi, right? That's a great scene. Oh. Bobby, you better stay alive. Ugh. It's a finale episode. I can't even expect that. Oh. I guess it's goodbye, drummer, in an epic way. Yes! She's okay. Naomi! Oh my god. I could just literally cry for that moment alone. Jesus. Oh my gosh. That was too much. Big ups Naomi though. Broop, broop. Is it like he just doesn't want to admit he's wrong? Or he's so convinced he's right? Probably both. Oh boy. Yeah, but the station got the message nonetheless. I know it's naive of me, but I really, really don't want anyone that I love in this episode to die. Especially Bobby and Drummer. Ring humming. Tense music indeed. Melba! Yeah! I knew it! I knew it! She's gonna die doing it. Yeah. Well done. That was great. Oh. Oh. Was Holden's vision happening in real time in that moment? Is he seeing that? Okay, good. Melba's not dead. Clarissa, I have to get used to her name. She got shot. Alright, so I'm not understanding why all those rings are showing up, though. What is that a sign of? If it's obvious, then I'm just not getting it. Is it for them to leave? Oh. That's nice. Bosom buddies! Ah, there she is, finally. Ah. Uh-oh. Well, I guess Ashford wasn't wrong in one context of what he just said. Is that Miller? That's really cool. I'm going to rewind the whole thing, just letting you know, like that whole sequence of his voiceover. I need to watch it again. Wow. Huh. Okay. We're going to go back. I'm at 3902. I have to watch that whole sequence again because I have to. And I will shut up and just listen to everything he said. I was just, when you're seeing it for the first time, there's so much to look at. All right, so I'm going to kind of use my scroll bar thing here to go far back to when he kind of started the voiceover. So what I understood so far as I'm saying all this is that it opened up a bunch of stargates, as I'm calling them, right? So ring gates to a variety of solar systems, galaxies, places, whatever. Like you said, it's a gold rush. Everybody's going to try to get in there. It's going to be now the new politics for season 4. So Ashford wasn't wrong in that sense that people's curiosity are going to get them involved in all this and probably cause more problems. We'll see. But let me just go back again. I think this is good right here. Okay. This is just right. So, those of you who love this episode, I'm sure you don't mind me doing a rewind here. So I'm at 3509. And I'm going to count down to play and just watch it through with not babbling. I will pinch myself here. Okay. 3, 2, 1, play. Cool. Takeaways. Come up. So was my reaction everything you hoped for? I'm sure to many of you, I think my reaction's quite standard. I hope so anyway, and it doesn't matter to me one way or the other, it is my reaction. And now I'm going to share with you my takeaways. So, number one, definitely has to be Clarissa and that super soldier moment she had in pretty much saving the day, actually. So, those of you that commented in the comment section, obviously, about her having a really great full arc without spoilers, that's all you wrote, pretty much. I am certainly not disappointed with what I saw, and I did love that moment with her and Anna bridging a peace there and her reaching out to Anna. Very simple moment that is actually, if I had to say in my opinion of what I like with these characters, that was a cry-worthy moment. The second cry-worthy moment. You know the first one if you did watch my reaction. So super Clarissa saving the day. Takeaway number one for sure. And my second takeaway from this episode is definitely that very tense moment, or that standoff moment between Bobby and her crew against the Rossi. And I love how they executed that very brief but very poignant moment of Bobby recognizing Alex. They meet up in the middle and she's all like, okay, I'm trusting you because I know what I've seen with Holden. And that was enough for her to be like, all right, you know what? This is who I belong with. These are the people that they're her family now. That realization for her, as I saw in the end, was very nicely done. But more than anything, what I really enjoyed with that whole sequence was the choreography. I thought that scene was so well done, considering that the space is very tight and cornered, and the choreography and the execution with the camera work, brilliant. So for me, it's one of those scenes where not only narratively it's engaging, but also visually and stylistically as well. And my last takeaway is of no surprise to many of you, I hope, anyway, because it was the biggest part of the whole episode. And of course, that is the finale, or the revelation at the end as to what Miller was hoping would happen, as Holden said in the wonderfully done voiceover by Stephen Strait. Voiceovers aren't as easy as they sound, okay? They really aren't. And you gotta give kudos where it is, and I'm giving kudos to Stephen Strait's performance in that voiceover. Really great. But what I really found so fascinating, and it kind of reminded me of Alien Covenant, and I'll get to that in a second. But this whole thing now of 1,300 habitable rings to go through, and the rush and the madness now that's going to ensue, likely in season 4. And Avasarala finally showing up after a few episodes of her absence, which I really did miss, actually. So I'm glad to see her, and I'm looking forward to see where that goes with her in season 4. But now it's like she thinks she had a headache with the UN, with Earth and Mars and Belters. Now it's going to be other things that they may encounter through each of those rings. Other, perhaps, beings? Like, could we realistically, obviously don't answer me, I'll see for myself, but I'm just saying, from what I'm seeing, if it's a new frontier, like Star Trek, could we not realistically, under the premise of this type of show, meet with other types of intelligences, right? I think this, to me, if anything, this is a great time for season 4 to introduce alien beings without it being in a fantastical way, with it fitting with the science fiction nature of things. Am I wrong? Don't tell me. But I'm just saying that's where I could see realistically going with the style of this show. Now, as for the little quick note that I wanted to mention about Alien Covenant, I just want to say spoilers ahead if you haven't seen that movie, because I'm not going to go too much deep into it, but any little thing about it could spoil your experience of understanding that movie if you care to watch it. So, giving you 2 seconds here to click off. Okay? All right. So, if you've watched that movie, the moment when Holden was talking about the mystery of what happened to that civilization, the first thought that went through my mind right away was towards the ending scene of that movie when baddie Android David, releases the bombs of the black goo, which is a genetic accelerant, right, onto the populace. For some reason, I was thinking to myself, and I know I could be off, but I'm just saying, like, that's what went through my mind. I'm just sharing what went through my mind. I was thinking, like, when he was wondering about what happened to that civilization, I'm wondering if the proto-molecule in and of itself, for what it can do in terms of, disassembling and reconstructing and all that, maybe that stuff actually affected the civilization. Either way, that's what it reminded me of, and I just wanted to throw that out there in case any of you may have made that connection or thought of the same thing. I don't know. I know it's completely two different things, but like I said, that's what went through my mind. I thought I'd just share it. Now, of course, there's so much other stuff that went on in this episode, and I have to, of course, touch a little bit on, not necessarily as a takeaway, but definitely as an extra nugget of stuff to really address, and that's the issue with Ashford. If you watch my reaction, I had a paused commentary moment where I was saying that I was a bit surprised that Ashford was somewhat blindsided by his ego. Well, maybe not his ego, just his conviction that the way he saw, well, I guess it's one and the same thing. Well, depending on who you ask. Okay. Either way, I was just very, very surprised at Ashford's momentary inflexibility. That's, I think, what I'm trying to express. His inflexibility, because up until that point where he was very just like, nope, this is it. This is the way it's going to go. I felt as if he was somewhat a kind of guy who was willing to kind of hear different points of views. I mean, that's why in episode 12, I was like, okay, he's doing a good job as a leader, trying to create a unified position under the behemoth. I mean, even the captain, that lady, I don't remember her name, but the MCRN captain, she decided to join in. Now, I don't know what her motives were there, and you're more than welcome to clarify, because I was a little surprised that she went ahead with that. But either way, maybe to her it was like better to go with the Belters than with Earth. That's how bad things are between Earth and Mars. That's kind of the first thought that went through my mind. So yeah, I was just very confused a little bit as to why all of a sudden he just got so rigid in his decision. And as I said, as I was watching the episode, maybe he just didn't want to admit he was wrong, or he just was so in a belief that this was the noble way to go. I don't know. That is kind of puzzling. And then showing at the end there a very nice touching gesture from Drummer to him with the glasses and the wine, and he's all like, get away from me kind of face. That's what I saw. It perplexes me a little bit. But if anything, as a viewer that actually enjoys watching the performances of these wonderful actors, I can't wait to see what's going to happen moving forward with Drummer and Ashford. I think there's now kind of a rift that could be irreparable. Either way, I'm excited to see what happens. So there you have it. That is my reaction to the finale episode of season 3 of The Expanse. It was quite a roller coaster this entire season, and I am definitely going to be doing my ranking video. I know some of you are like, it's not that necessary for this show, but that's my style. I like it. It actually helps me go back and appreciate different aspects of the episode, especially that I'm not very well versed on the physics aspect of things. And I know some of you at my club, you are ready to teach. And I am willing to learn, but you just understand I'm a slow learner when it comes to stuff like that. But nonetheless, I definitely will be putting up in the next few days. So I need a break to sort things out. So no more than maybe 3 or 4 days from now, please expect a rankings video for season 3. And then I will have my reaction to season 4, episode 1 within the next 7 days. So no more than a week's worth of a wait. However, just as a reminder, if you do want early access to my reactions, details about how to get that is in the description box below. In any case, if you did enjoy this video, I would really appreciate your support for this channel by following those prompts you see there at the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, right here, That would be cool, but, no pressure. In the meantime, thank you so very much for tuning into my reactions to these episodes of this amazing show. I am very much looking forward to exploring a whole new frontier, as Holden puts it, in season 4. So for now, until my rankings video that I'll put up very shortly in the next few days, I'm tuning out, taking a breather. Bye, everyone. Peace out. Thanks for watching. Check out my other videos and subscribe. You know you wanna.